guys, welcome to Mask Monday. And this Mask Monday, I have the weirdest mask ever. My brother, Gregory Patrick, I'll leave his YouTube link down in this description box. He sent me a message on IG with a link, and he was like, I'd love for you to try this mask. I clicked on it, and it took me to Amazon. And it took me to this mask here. This is the Oscar Mayer baloney face mask. I mean, can you believe that? And look at the back. For people like me that don't follow directions. And then it says, do not eat. Can you believe that? Do not eat the baloney mask. Like, duh. But you know, some people, you really gotta tell them that because they're like, duh. But this is the Mask Monday with the Beauty Ninjas. I am still doing my addiction series. I am creating a playlist that I will have in my description box. Oh, there's two of them. Is this two of them? It looks like there's... I'm not sure. Is this the top part in a bottle? It is. Look at this. Okay, that's how it comes. That's so weird. I want to see what it smells like. Because if it smells like bologna, I'm like, what the fuck? But I doubt it, you know. It smells nice. It's actually kind of rubbery. See that? Oh my god. This is like those eye things. I kind of thought this would be different. I thought this would be like a sheet mask. Like a real sheet mask. But I guess it wouldn't look like bologna then, would it? Maybe have a little... There we go. I think this is kind of a cool idea. Here, I'm going to get my... There we go. That'll hold it together. I'm going to get this. This is good because then you can... this is not working the way I want it to. And I want it to because it feels awesome. Oh, please don't make me switch this mask. I'm dedicating this one to my brother, man. Okay. Oh, I hope I don't have to hold this so long because I need to concentrate on my story. Because this is my addiction series, part 6. This is a disclaimer. I do talk about drugs, addiction, and everything related to it. So if you or someone you know needs help, I do have a website in my description box. If you click on it, it gives you a toll-free number that's confidential. I suggest that if you just don't know what to do, just go ahead and hit that number up and go from there forth on. Or get some information over the closest AA meeting. Okay. Oh, it does feel good. Now, it doesn't leave any serum or anything. It actually feels really slimy. It looks like something latex. This could be a good Kim Kardashian mask. Anyways, she thinks she found the style, but that's all SM, girl. You ain't found shit. Anyways, this is part 6. In the last one, I was talking about how I left my mother's condo to go move into a trailer with a boyfriend of mine and his roommate. His roommate was a tattoo artist. And it was the greatest time ever because, you know, he had all the stripper girlfriends. They just love tattoo artists. All the stripper girls, all them girls love tattoo artists. Gorgeous girls, and he knew it. And then, you know, I had my boyfriend at the time. And I basically did what I wanted to. I drank and, you know, drugs here and there were not a big deal. I was still going to work. I was still functioning. But things... I was just very self-centered and didn't know it, you know? Everything was like on my time. Like, here's the thing about the difference from then and now. Like, back then I always had, you know, to get everything as fast as possible. I was like a very striving person. So I was never really satisfied when I got somewhere. So when I had gotten a car, of course I had to go get me a better car. And then I had to get me 2 cars. And then, you know... get that credit score up. I got to buy me a house. Got to do this and that. And that was all kind of like going in movement. And I had a girlfriend that I worked with when I first moved back to the United States. And she became my best friend like from the first night on. And she ended up moving in with me. And she had she consumed just as much as I did. And so... she moved into the trailer with us. She ended up having a heart attack, right? So she moved out for a little while to go stay with her daughter, which is also an addict, which is one of the stripper girls. And well, anyways, long story short, this all became very much. I had just took on a management position at McDonald's, and so we decided to move out because we just had, our tattoo friend, he had people move in and out. He had girls move in and out. My girlfriend kept coming and going. And so we were like, we're just going to leave this trailer and go live with his mother. And it seemed very much like a great idea. We can save money. Everything's cheaper. You can still take our animals with us, Well, my girlfriend, his mother still had a room open. And we moved in, and my girlfriend and her daughter were not going through a good time right then, so she moved in. My best friend, she moved in. And so everything was great to me. I'm living with family, and my best friend's with me. But, when you live with your best friend, you kind of get a little bit more carried away. So anyways, I walked in the door one day, and his mom and her are smoking crack. And unlike all the drugs I've used in my history, I didn't research or do anything on this. They just asked me if I wanted some, and I took a toke. Okay, so it didn't blow my mind away. I didn't even feel anything from it. It took me a good minute of consuming through the days and weeks before I could actually get that first boom. But I did like the taste, even though people complain about the smell. I liked the taste, right? But eventually it did hit me. And when it hit me, it was on to the races. I found myself finding excuses to be able to spend money on it and how I'm going to recover the money that I spent on it. And that became a vicious cycle. Then I was up all night because it jacked me up. I couldn't perform at work right. I was going through a lot of issues at work. I believe that I was bullied by 2 girls before I got fired. But I did get fired because my performance was actually just shit. And I think I was set up, but I cannot prove it, so I cannot be really upset. But I think that when my boss man fired me, it was the best thing he ever did for me, because it gave me I had no more money to get. But I had a car payment that I hadn't been paying for months. Which got repoed. So consequences were happening really fast. So my parents helped me get that car back just for me to continue on not paying my bill. And I could not keep a job after that. It got to the point where time was just flying. I would just plan on going somewhere, getting something, coming home, smoking it, chilling out, and it wouldn't happen because either I was stuck there and continued spending money, or I went home, did everything, and went back out and spent money. And of course I was drinking the whole time while I was at it. So I have no job, but I'm trying to find how to get money, right? Because the boyfriend I had at the time, he can't afford all that shit. My girlfriend, she was moving out. She had some more health issues and decided to go live with her sister out of the town I was living in, because it was just, there's just too much shit in that town. Like, everything is everybody does stuff. It's like, by the time I left this town, you could take me to any beloved store, and I knew the cash register, I knew the register, the cashier, I knew her children. I'd done stuff with her and her kids, like everybody knew everybody. And so I've, my ties were kind of cut off. So it got to the point where I was trying to hustle, and I was shoplifting. I got busted doing that, went to jail, and then I got out on bond and did the same shit again and went to jail. Then I got a DUI, lost my car, went to jail, got my car back again, got another DUI. I got in an accident. I was up crack-a-lacking for 3 days, got in an accident. My foot fell off the pedal and I ran into traffic and I hit someone's car. And so I had a nice Mustang back then. It got totaled. Went to jail. Car was gone. Now I've got 3 DUIs. I can't drive anymore, but I'm still taking my boyfriend's car at night. And when he's asleep, I would steal the keys. He would hide the keys. Didn't work. I would take the keys and go to the hood and do what I need to do. I'd park my car and then I'd walk the streets, because to me that was the fastest way to get money. And the more I got, the more it tied me down to this particular neighborhood, which was Norwich Street. And I just couldn't get away. It was like a vicious cycle of scratch-offs, booze, crack. And then eventually I met someone who came along and showed me how to smoke some meth. And I didn't feel anything from that too. I guess it's because I was already so jacked up and so boozed, you know. But, you know, I just, you know, I heard that you could, you know, do crack through a needle. Just like you can with Dilaudid and other pills and stuff like that. So I did that. And I ran out, but one of my dealers had some meth. So I was like, here, some money, throw it on there, you know. And that's when I first started feeling it. And it wasn't that it really took over me, but I would just buy it as a companion to everything else, you know. So eventually I put everything on there, you know, pills, crack, meth, heroin, whatever. And I just never came home. I didn't come home for like a month, you know. And I had a bench warrant, and I got caught with some dope. I'm going to tell you, them dope boys are not your friend. No matter if they say, oh, fuck with me, I got your back, boo, and all this bullshit. Fuck that shit. So I got busted, and I had some dope on me, and of course I got arrested. Actually, they stopped me walking down the street because I had a bench warrant, because I never made it to court for my, you know, driving shit. And so they searched me, and they found my stuff. Called GBNet, and GBNet was like, we can get you out today if you tell us where you get it from. And I was like, no, this is on me. It's my responsibility. I'm going to keep it like that. And they were like, you know, looking in my eyes like, well, we'll see you in jail. And I was like, I don't care. You know, I've been to jail so many times by now. It's to me like a snack and a nap. Basically, that's what it is. I went in there, I touched took care of myself, ate good, slept for a long time, and then I was released, you know. But this time it was different. I went in jail, and they were like, okay, so you're facing prison time. So what we're going to do is we're going to offer you to do a program called Drug Court. And I was like, oh, jeez. They said, if you sign up for Drug Court, it's a program that goes for so many years. You go to meetings every day, and you go to a class every day, and we'll help you get your life back together. And if you sign up for it, we'll swear you in at the courthouse, you sign your papers, and you'll be released. And I'm like, that's all I thought was, I can get released. If I get released, I can get out of jail and go buy some more dope. And that's exactly what I did. I signed in. And when I got out, they were like, there's no way you could have gotten out so fast unless you ratted on somebody. And I was like, I didn't rat on it. Because a lot of people got busted when I got busted. Look at this. So they were all blaming me and this other girl I knew. And, well, it wasn't us. But, you know, when rumors like that go out through the hood, they're looking for you. You're dead soon, okay? So I was always very paranoid, which did not make drug consuming very fun at all. Not to mention, after a few days, I was already getting cold turkey again. And I was right back to where I started. Like, my face, let me tell you, I had all of a sudden these blisters that would show up with pus. They're not like real pimples, but, you know, anyways. So, and this time, a bunch of the guys that got busted were going to court, and they found out who actually really snitched on them. And then they were coming to me like, hey, girl, want to fuck with us? And I'm like, fuck you, dude. You wanted to kill me a few days ago. These people are not your friends no matter what connection you have. When it comes to the police or money, they are not your fucking friends. Anyways, you're just a means to an end. You're serving the purpose for them to make money. That's it. That's all. And like a human being life is like nothing to them. Absolutely nothing. It doesn't matter how you've grown up, what kind of person you are. It means nothing. So I eventually got snatched up again because I missed my first court appointment. When drug court, you go to court every week, and I missed my first one. So I went to the courthouse. I called my drug counselor, and I went to the courthouse, and I went to the DRC court instead of the drug court, which is like an hour earlier. And the judge was asking me what's going on, and I kind of said it. And I also got in a fight with my mom, and I used her as an excuse to, calm my nerves. Got to have some alcohol, and of course, with alcohol comes something else. And he was like, well, I'm going to sanction you for 7 days. So they took me from the courthouse straight to jail again. And after the 7 days, I got out, and I moved in with a dealer friend of mine. And once again, I lost track of time. The next week came around. There was a warrant out for me. And this time, everybody was like, you need to leave here. If I would walk someone's direction, they turn around and walk another one, because they're like, they're looking for her. If they're looking for her and you're standing next to her, they're going to look at you too. So anyways, so I was like in abandoned houses for a little bit. And my mom got on the phone, because that was one thing I managed to keep. It doesn't matter how many times it was stolen, broken, or lost. I always got me a new phone right away. And she was like, I think you need to turn yourself in. And I'm like, not tonight. Like, it's not going to happen. I'm already high as fuck. It's not going to happen. So I went and I got me a hotel room on Highway 341, which is really, really famous for hotels and people going in and out. It's like one hotel strip with fast food. And so I got me a hotel room. A friend came over, and then, after he left, we smoked some. After he left, he's, by the way, passed away now. He left, and then I went walking, and a guy picked me up, and so I ended up not staying in the hotel room. I stayed at his house, and in the morning, went to my hotel room to get my stuff, and it was, checkout time's 11 o'clock. It wasn't even 11 o'clock yet, and the guy was banging on my door, like, you need to go. And I'm like, it's not even 11 o'clock yet. But anyways, got my shit together. And I kind of knew something was wrong. I think he's the one who actually told the police where I was. So I got my stuff, and I put it, like, here in a bush and there in a bush. I had some stuff on me, so I went to the gas station, which was across the street from the hotel. I went behind the gas station and took one last good one on my pipe. And I put my, wait till the pipe cooled to put it in my pocket. And I went to the gas station, and of course everybody there knows me. Pawn shops, everything are right there. And I was so tired, y'all. I had been running for 30-something years already. And so actually about 29 years. I started at 11 and I was 40. So I went and I sat down, and I sat on my pipe, which kind of cut my butt a little bit. And I was like, I made a phone call, and I was like, either my sugar daddy's gonna... I just realized at the last part of my video, it got cut off, and I don't know why. So, anyways, I got arrested. This was the last time I ever got arrested since then. Knock on wood. Anyways, and when you run from drug court, normally they keep you for a while. And so I did have to wait a few months before I actually got to see the judge again. And I was still sworn into drug court, so I knew that they had plans with me. I just didn't know what they were. But anyways, at this point when I got arrested, I was so worn ragged. I think I was 88 pounds, and I thought I was the shit. So it got cut off again. So after deleting 3 apps, here I am again. But anyways... I'll continue about how I got out into court and what the plans they had with me were after in the next week's series. So thank you for watching. I'm sorry about all the editing shit, but the mask was superb. I love it a lot, and I can only suggest it. I'll leave the link for that mask down in my description box in case you want to get it. I don't earn nothing. I'll just show it to you. And I hope you have a great Mask Monday and a great week. Love you so much.